against me shall prosper.
Imagine a world where innovation meets possibility. We empower students beyond the classroom with
Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you, to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Chukwabiama believe we're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said,
YouTube, you are crazy. You must advert for every minute. Get out.
And said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the BBOs, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Namdekano. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. I lead indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. So also do I command the armies of Biafra. They are fiercely loyal. They are loyal, I tell you, and doing the work that I expect them to do. I also direct Radio Biafra, not through any power which I possess or any extraordinary knowledge, but by your grace, O Lord. By your grace, we honor you and we adore you. I know that some people listening, including the British, may not understand what we are doing. But there is nobody in Britain that answers Nwachukwu, the child of heaven. We do. Therefore, when we worship our Father, people should not try to be jealous. They should not feign ignorance or misunderstanding, because we are ancient people. We have been doing this for over 5,000 years, and will continue to do so until the end of time.
Yes, thank you, my people. Once again this morning, I greet every fellow Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depend on your time and your location. I am one of your own, RealBiafraTv, to bring you the message that will give you hope to understand the importance of what we are doing, and also why you have a government right now. So please, as you join me this morning, endeavor to join. As you enjoy, endeavor to share and like, and also let people know that we are live and we are direct. Your like is a way of spreading the message. That is the way you are making other people to know that RealBiafra is live, and we bring you a message of hope, message of redemption on about your government and the importance of declaration and how the world will see real declaration of United States of Biafra. That is the message we bring to you from international global stage. We bring you this message of hope for you to know that it's the high time we understand the importance of what we are doing. We bring this message for you to know that only way out is by standing on the side of United States of Biafra as your own government that is fully in charge of all the Biafra citizens, including those that believe, those that heard what we are doing. That is what the government is all about. That is why you have to queue in to support your own government. On this platform, we bring you things from international stage. That law they put and they hide from all that make us to have a long time agitation that was meant to destroy what we are doing. And all the saboteurs you are seeing today, inside a long time agitation, the danger is what we are seeing today. The danger is seen people like Radio Ramma, Chiamaka Ajere, Sonny Akwarawa, CRC, and all these groups you are seeing today. What caused all these things that we are going more as problem today is what? What caused the problem is over long agitation. They said the danger are many numerous, and that danger is what you and I are seeing today. But we are here to give you a message of hope that will make you to understand the importance of things that we have to accept this time around, and the only way you can stay away from all this long agitation that was meant to destroy what we are doing. That is why we are here. How the world see us right now, and how they was seeing us before. I want to remind you one thing from late Bulgaria. He said that when they organize themselves and come out, that not even only him, that the world will listen to us. He said that we are not organized. But if someone asks you today, are we organized? The answer is yes. Forget the minorities that are messing up. Forget the minorities that are messing up. Forget those that did not even have where they belong. There's people in this movement that we are into, they did not belong anywhere. They are on the fence, waiting for you and I to accomplish this mission and bring Biafra for them. They will come and hear it, they will come and enjoy, and they will come and relax and be given order. There is that what they are doing. Please, as you come, for us to move very fast this morning, don't waste much of our time. Endeavor to like and share as you come in. It is very, very imperative if you do so, please. Because by doing so, other people know that we are live and we are direct to preach this gospel of redemption, the gospel of hope, to remind us those things that we have forgotten under international law that makes people see us as we don't know what we are doing. We are here to bring those things to you, so you may understand that what you are doing, it is a right, and it's your right to do that. The Biafra we are talking about is no longer ordinary Biafra without government. But I want you to know that the Biafra we are talking about is a Biafra with a government, with a territory, with a border, and with a map under 40 states. The 40 state of Biafra is under United States of Biafra governments. And those in abroad, all of us have a home, have a county, have a state where we from. These are the truth that we must know. That nobody should stop you from knowing this fact and figure. What we are here this month to do is to bring you those articles of UN Charter that support and give us fully rights. Remember, yesterday, we handled the issue of the enemies and what they are doing on international law. Remember, that is why it needs sometimes we throw back and before we move forward. When you look at our program yesterday, you understand who employed them. Meaning of fallback. Remember, we handled the meaning of fallback yesterday under international law and the dangers of falling back after official declaration of a new country. And some people decide to fall back. They call them minority, and they said if the majority of the new declared country are with the government, that they should proceed. Today, under what we are doing today, you can see it clearly. The majority of Biafran people are with the United States of Biafra. You can have this word from the words of the enemy, like Shiamaka, who said that they are stupid majority. Imagine. And the one in the world, they said that majority carries the vote. They said majority wins the vote. So under this UN Charter that describes the character, the dangers on the article we read yesterday, how international law see a country who they declare independence and they fall back. And I now said, never we Biafran people declare our independence and fall back. We are not those that fall back, but rather we are those who stood up to believe in defending our government, our territory, our border, and everything. We can never fall back. The world, you know, under your law, that such a thing does exist. That is why I am from different opinion who say that we can't be together all and get Biafra. No. Those that we are going to disagree to agree. Disagree. When you agree, can you stood up with your full chest and support what you stand for? That is why I told you here that heaven was meant for those who help themselves. God helped those who help themselves. There is where we are proving that word to be true. How? When you enter your room in the night, you lock your door for your safety. You are, because of God is there helping you, you're helping yourself. So now international laws are there to help us, and Chukwuka is also to help us. Who are we not to adhere to the international law and their truths and their bind, and also the charters and the paragraph for us to be justified on international law as one of the peace country that exists now? Because after declaration, everything follows in between. As we discussed yesterday, the danger of falling back. Today, we are back here to discuss or to present to you the benefits of declaration of a new country first, before any other movement. That is what we are here this month to present to you. So please, before we can, you know how we do it here, share, so others may come and like. Once we get our 10 like, we move. As we are getting the like, we are going to be doing other things until the like completed. Then we can be able to move on. Then I want to use this message to send this medium to send message that Adando Shadadi Orama, who is calling that Ngozo should be arrested. because Obatobie was charged for terrorism. What did they charge Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Adandosho, and you, Obieze? Did they arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chinasa Nworu, and Chike Doziem? Why are people so devilish and lack of common sense becomes a problem to them? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was first arrested in Nigeria, in Lagos precisely, for the first time of his arrest, did the country where Uchemefo is arrested Uchemefo for supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who they charged terrorism? These are the questions that asked Adandoch and Obieze. I thank God people have proven who you are and the character you represented. I want the world to know that these people are not Biafran people, neither are they representing Biafran, rather they are representing and working for one Nigeria with their utterances coming out from their mouths. These are the truths that we must know. I ask again, why did they not arrest Uchemefo when they arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu officially in Lagos State? His first arrest through Bulgaria. Why? Now that he was kidnapped and bring back to Nigeria from Kenya, did you hear any international law or any police or any group or any armed group trying to arrest Chinasa Nworu, a more powerful? Even Benjamin Madibu, who is in Nigeria, do they arrest them? That is how you know that people are, instead of putting food from their mouth, they are putting food from their nose. That is what you can see here. I see you, Flora Kubiro. Good morning from here. I see you, my friend Ali Zaid. Thank you so much for coming. I see Cosmas Ede. Good morning, my brother. You are here. You are welcome. Please, as you come, may you like and share this program so others know that we are live and we are direct. So, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, why not arrested him with everybody who stand on his side, even his deputy, Uchemefo, till today? Why, when he was arrested, he burned the office of deputy and he put the office of DOS, Chike Doziem, to be in charge? Why did they not arrest Chike Doziem? There is a question call for an answer, my people. So when you see them, you know that they are not serious. When you see them, you know who they are. They are agents of Nigeria. They are prove it otherwise. They are the agent of Nigeria. They only came to they plotted them. They sponsored Adadi Orama, Chike Kemeri, Ikewan Isiocha in France. They sponsored her from Igbo World Congress when she was a deputy president of Igbo World Congress. I said, if she has resigned, she resigned of this year. As for 2024, she still remains a member of World Congress with a vital position. There are those who send her into this movement and paying her. In collusion with Nigeria politicians, Southeast governors, they are the one, and senators using her. Today, it is very obvious that what she's doing. In the movement we are into, it's only when you search and read you can understand the importance of declaration we did. Remember, our own is just not declaration, it's real declaration is what we did. I want you to know that we are on the right track. I want you to know that we are government, our government of United States of Biafra, they call online government. They know what they are doing. They follow international law. They follow it carefully. They follow United Nations Charter. They follow Montevideo Convention 1933. They follow Geneva Convention 1945. These are laid down principle, framework for us to get a new country. And in all their charters and in all their terms, they make it clearly. Why people are so stupid and not on what we are doing is that when international said a time will come for this law to be used for a new country, I want you to know that that law is what has been fulfilled in our mission, and people are against us. I see Ogonaya, good morning from here. I see my own friend, my own brother, Kevin Abbas. Good morning, my brother. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate all your effort. Always be in the platform of those who are seeing the truth. Try to debunk the lies of Adherence and making a comment to show that what we are doing in the spirit, you are really full man on it. Thank you so much for being there. The time we are into is for the real men and the real women of Biafran people. That is the time we are into. Nothing more than that. And the real men and women must know what we have to do now. We have declared Biafra officially. What you have to do to know the benefit of declaration. Remember, yesterday, we taught ourselves the importance and the dangers of falling back after the declaration. Today, we are going to make a stand, choose between this official declaration moving forward and the benefits and the falling back with the dangers on it. Which one is the best way to go? That is why we are here this morning. We are here to prove it to you under United Nations Charter 1, Article 1 of it. You can see it up on my headline. We are going to touch it to even include it to the year of 1514. This law is not a child's law. It's not a child's play. It is the important things that every country like America has been under. It is important things that countries like France has been go through this way that we are going today. And when they are going their own, there is a full challenges that they face in. There is a full problems like what we are passing. So we won't get it without challenges. The challenges will be with external and internal. And today, all of them are coming boldly to us. The ability for us to handle them is the ability to prove to the world that we are capable of being a country, not like what happened in 1967 to 1970. That is exactly what we Biafra people must understand this morning. That everything that we are working, everything that we are doing, we must do it under this international law. Who will help us to maintain every status quo of what we are doing? The endeavor is no Igbo. No buna onye na-akpọ ụzọ amara akpọ ụzọ ole egbe anya n'ọdụ ọmụta ka esi akpọ ogele. That is why we are looking to this their law. This law they put for every country in the world, whether new or old. If you are becoming a new country, there is a framework, there is a criteria, there is do's and don'ts that we have to follow in what we are doing. Yes, my people, our like has get to 10. You guys to lay out what we have this morning. You know how we do it. We play the voice. We allow the voice to go. We do our exposition under it. That is why we're here this morning. I see Emmanuel, Greg, good morning from coming. I welcome you all. Please, as I welcome you, endeavor to welcome one another as we speed up this morning on things we have to do. Remember, as we are moving, because I have led the preamble, I have led my first address to you all. As we are moving, when you have something to say, please, you know the number to call. Call on that number, then say it, because now when the buyer that's no open a network. So open or big nuche, a bomb na phone, you go ya no. We will continue. Doesn't stop us. So far is in line what we are doing. Even if it is in, I give chance, even if you want to talk about Adade or Amma or 247 and what they are doing, you are free to do that. It's our right. They said it's our inalienable right to do anything this time around, because we as the Biafran people, we have a legacy, we have a laid down structure, we have a laid down rule, and our template must to be what? Under international law. Now that we have officially declared United States of Biafra again after 1967 to 1970, we have bounced back. Now we have bounced back. Never we can allow ourselves to fail for a second time. I want to tell you this. Remember the code on this platform. Who remember the code? I want to know if Biafrans are remembering. I want you to remind me, what is the code of this platform? There is a code that we are using on this platform. Once you come in, we have a code of 2 people's name that we are using. Do you remember the code? If you remember the code, please put it on the comment section as we are moving. Now we are going into what brings us here this morning, and every address I did this morning in my preamble is depend on what we are going to be listening right now, the document we are going to be reading. I want you to understand the importance of what we are doing and why it is very, very important for you to use your 2 hands and your full chest and grab your government and grab the real declaration of United States of Biafra. Now we have to play the game on international global stage. We must present ourselves to prove who we are. This is the area we have to go. Remember the code on this platform. #Finland. Free Simon Epa, the prisoner of conscience. #Nigeria government and Britain. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. Remember, that is our code on this platform. What we are here to do this morning is to prove to you the full meaning of declaration and the benefit of declaration of a country. The white man call it decoration, but we call it declaration. What we understand is the same word. I want to know everything that we are going to do this morning will be fact and figure with numbers that tallies on it. Nothing that we are going to do that we're going to be in our own way. That is why I told you that what we are into is no longer a time when we look at things in our own way and say, let's also do it in our... No, it is a time for us to maintain what the international law said about what we as Biafran people are doing and how we can achieve it. We have protest. It does not work. We have protest in abroad. It doesn't work. We have done everything possible. It doesn't work. The only difference thing we did this time around is to gather together over 1,000 delegates in Finland, in Helsinki, Finland. On November 29, 2024, to make a real declaration of United States of Biafra as a new country. Because we have been doing the same thing in social media. Like also, we have to adhere to change certain things in social media to tally on what international global stage are looking for us right now. Then, we continue, we move. Listen to this.
Under the UN Charter, declaring independence for a new country, especially in the context of decolonization, carries significant benefits primarily tied to the principle of self-determination. This principle, enshrined in the UN Charter, grants peoples the right to freely determine their political status and pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. Legal and political recognition. Declaring independence and seeking UN membership is a powerful way for a new state to gain international recognition and sovereign equality. A state's formal admission to the UN signifies that it's a legitimate actor on the world stage, with a right to participate in international affairs, enter into treaties, and be protected by the principles of the Charter. Protection and security. A new country, once recognized as a sovereign state, benefits from the UN Charter's core principle, prohibiting the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state. This provides a crucial layer of security, as it obligates all UN members to refrain from aggression and to settle disputes peacefully. Economic and social development. Independence under the UN framework allows a new country to freely dispose of its natural wealth and resources. This is a fundamental aspect of self-determination, ensuring that the new state has control over its own economic future. UN membership also opens doors to international cooperation, allowing the new nation to receive assistance in solving economic, social, and humanitarian problems. Upholding human rights. The UN Charter and related international covenants emphasize the importance of human rights and fundamental freedoms. A newly independent state, by adhering to these principles, commits to promoting and respecting the rights of its own people, which is a key part of its legal and moral obligations as a member of the international community. In essence, declaring independence under the principles of the UN Charter transforms a territory from a dependent entity to a sovereign, equal, and protected member of the international community, with the power to control its own destiny and contribute to global peace and cooperation.
I hope you heard this clearly. We are going to be playing and be pausing it for us to do our own common explanation to every layman understanding. This is what we have to do here today. We have it 3 in 1. And we must finish it. We have to use in every 1 hour to finish one, in 3 hours to summarize both the phone calls and everything. So those who may listen after all the program may have their data to do that. So please listen very importantly as we are going to do the needful. Just listen again.
Under the UN Charter, declaring independence for a new country, especially in the context of decolonization, carries significant benefits primarily tied to the principle of self-determination. This principle, enshrined in the UN Charter, grants peoples the right to freely determine their political status and pursue their economic, social, and cultural development.
Thank you. Under UN Charter, declaration of independence for a new country, especially in the context of decolonization. What we are passing through is decolonization of Britain and Nigeria. And because of their threats in our life, because of they don't want us to exist, that is why we decided that it is our right to do what? To re-declare United States of Biafra as a new government. I also want us to know one thing, that what we are doing, you can hear it here, not declaration of IPOB, not declaration of bridge, not declaration of CRC or autopilot or faceless human being. Not. It is a declaration of independence for a new country. Declaration of independence for a new country. The country under UN must do what? First, declare its independence, like what we did on November 29, 2024. Real declaration of United States of Biafra with official document that has signature and time and date. It is number 1 fundamental right to pursue recognition in the world under countries that stay under UN. This is one thing that you and I have to understand. Not the other way around. There is a significant benefit primarily tied to the principle of self-defense. Declaration of a new country officially. The benefits, they said it is a significant benefit primarily tied to principle of self-defense. That is what we did on November 29, 2024. Now, yesterday we discussed about the dangers of falling back after declaration. Today, we are on the track of UN again, who prove the benefit of our declaration of United States of Biafra on November 29, 2024. Remark this particular day and this year. There is something has to do with us in our life. Then, moving forward, this principle enshrined in the UN Charter grant people the right to firmly determine their political status and pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. Do you see what the rights after? Remember, this is after official declaration with a document. This is after official declaration with what? A official declaration. That is who has this right. And it's also that is our right to determine the kind of political status we want to pursue with our economy, social, and cultural development. When we have a new country that was officially declared, it makes it easy for us to gain recognition. Without declaration of a country, nobody gives you recognition under international law. We have thousands and time to count to prove to you that there is a countries in the world that there was not officially declared, but they did not have recognition. But they are existing country. You have mentioned up to 4 of them that existing country. Even some of them has 3 of them has their currency. But on the global stage, they are not there because they lack this document of official declaration. That is why I want to also tell you that Nigeria lack paper of official declaration. That is why Nigeria is not a country. A country must be declared it officially. That is what enables other countries to recognize you, give relationship, make you a friend, because of they love you or there's something they want to gain to you. These are the things that they will see before anyone can do what? Can recognize you. But without, when it is official declaration, you are as good as any other thing. There is a lot of benefit after declaration of independence of a new country. Look at what they said under UN Charter. Declaration of independence for a new country, especially in context of decolonization. There is a significant benefit primarily tied to the principle of self-referendum. For who? For a new country that was officially declared. Not a country declared and fall back. They tell us there is a danger of it, but they are telling us the benefit as we move. Let us listen to the benefit of what we are doing. Why declaration is very important in what we are doing right now, my people. And why that the best thing that happened to us is what? Our official declaration that give us the mandate, that give us the status quo, that give us the authority under United Nations Charter, enshrined with their constitution. Legal and political recognition. Legal and political recognition. Who are they going to recognize? Listen.
Legal and political recognition. Declaring independence and seeking UN membership is a powerful way for a new state to gain international recognition and sovereign equality. A state's formal admission to the UN signifies that it's a legitimate actor on the world stage, with a right to participate in international affairs, enter into treaties, and be protected by the principles of the Charter.
Thank you. Let's hold it there. I hope you are following. After declaration, legal and political recognition. For those who are telling you that Ngozi Orebeze is working with politicians, she's that Tochi is Nnamani's daughter, a former governor of Enugu State. That is not what we need this time around. That Biafra has been officially declared. It takes a politician to win a politician. It takes a political person to win his fellow political movement. These are the things that people refuse to let you know. Because they want to destroy Ngozi Orebeze, because they want to destroy Simon Ekpa, because they want to destroy the government of Biafra, the declaration. That is why they are manipulating all this that has no meaning in what we are doing. That is why they are manipulating all these things that has no standard in what we are doing. In the things that has standard is to work with a politician. I want to tell us one thing before we go into explain this place. We read out now, this particular legal and political recognition. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a politician. He endorses who is a politician. That is Simon Ekpa. Obato Obie is a politician, Simon Ekpa Njoko. And that is why he endorsed a woman who is also a politician among 74 people that makes the cabinet. And you could not ask yourself, why did after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is here, after having DOS members, and he's still seeking for only 100 men? Do you ask that question? Why did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu seek for 100 men? Did you? And when he was asking for 100 men, one man comes out and said, I am 50 in one. Today, he proved that he's more than 50 in one in what we are doing. I am making this particular analysis because I want you to know that a movement of a new government or a new country is all about politics. It's all about political. It's all about diplomatic. It's all about international law. That's what it is. It's not in our own way. That is why we are no longer thinking that way. We are thinking when I was carrying placards in Biafra and protesting for this movement, the world see us as a separatists. I thank you. I want to thank official AJ especially. Do you know the reason why? Because he is the first person who answered my question of the code of this platform. Check your comment section. You will see what official AJ put. After greetings, he put hashtag free Simon Ekpa. Hashtag free Maz Simon Ekpa, a prisoner of conscience in Finland. He also wrote hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience in Nigeria. This is my code in my platform. Once you come here, put this. It's a anything hashtag is a protest. When you see people doing protest, you always see hashtag on their platform. I removed my glass because of official AJ answering the question I asked for over 10 minutes and nobody got it right. Official AJ, kudos to you. I greet you. I salute you. Thank you for reminding our people. I see you, Wefi. Good morning. Good morning. I see Ifani. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. As you come, please like and share so others know that we are live. This platform supports everything that United States of Biafra is doing. Everything that this new country government is doing is what this platform stands for and supports. That is how I am supporting government, because I see that under international laws, they are doing everything right, humanly possible right. I never see any mistake from the government. I never see any mistake from the government. The United States of Biafra government are pushing forward to make everything easy for you and I under international law, to stop the killings that happens in Biafra land, to stop illegal arrests of Biafran people. I want you to know that things that we are doing is not about individual. It's not about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not about Ngozi Orabueze. It's not about Mazi Simon Ekpa. It's about the freedom of people of United States of Biafra. That is what matters the most. Now let us go into what we have here. Declaration independence and seeking UN membership is a powerful way for a new state or a new country to gain an international recognition and sovereign quality. With fallback, no quality. With IPOB, One Nigeria, no quality. With CRC, no quality. With Faceless Unite, no quality. With Adandosho, no quality. But standing on the mandate of real declaration of United States of Biafra, there is a quality. Declaration independency and seeking UN membership is a powerful way for a new state, a new country, a new nation to gain international recognition and sovereign quality. A state formally administration to the UN significantly that it is a legitimate act on the world stage. Declaration moves us to all this, not after you have declared and you move by, you fall back. You had the dangers of falling back after real declaration of a country. You had it clearly yesterday. Now, between where we are now and what we did yesterday, I want to ask to the comment section, official AJ, Ogonaya, and those who are here yesterday. Now, if they ask you to choose between falling back, the danger, and the benefit of their declaration of the state of Biafra, which one could you accept freely, and which one is the best one under international law? Please, I want a yes. I want what you think, or the one you want to choose on the comment section. I want to make a choose. Man, you have a choice. You have a choice between the danger and the benefit. Which one do you think that people that they are doing it are right, and those that are the danger? Which then between danger and benefit, which one is the right? That's my question. If you can understand me, I want to see what the one you want to choose and the one you are happy be inside it. Is it the falling back? Yes, USB is number one. Ifan Yogelu, thank you for answering the question. On the side of the USB is the one that has benefits, but on the side of falling back, there is a danger, and the numerous dangers we read yesterday. Why I'm not going to throw back fully that the program of falling back, the danger, will reoccur on Saturday morning again. We want to refresh it. Yes, only sir. The benefit is the side of, when you put benefits, say that the benefit is the side of the United States of Biafra government. The benefit is on the side of the United States of Biafra government, but the danger is on the side of what? Fallback, IPOB, CRC, Omada Highway. The danger is what they are correcting. Yes, fallback mentality are from the pit of hell. Official AJ, thank you for that comment. It has synced on this platform. It has registered. Thank you so much. Now, between legal and diplomatic recognition and the falling back, which one is the best? After declaring independence and seeking UN membership, without declaration of United States of Biafra, we are not going to seek for any relationship on international global stage or seek to be a member of UN. When you are not a member of UN, you are a de facto government like Kosovo, Taiwan, Northern Cyprus. These are countries that did not declare officially. They don't have official document of their declaration. They came to the facto government till today. They never changed. Let me tell you, a country like Afghanistan, who declared their stand and their independence 2021, has get recognition today with a countries that are full member of UN, I mean Russia, has give Afghanistan recognition today. Because of what? Because of the official declaration. Now, a country like Kosovo, who was not officially declared today, did not get any recognition from UN, and they are not going to seek for membership of UN until they come out and declare it officially, remove their name from de facto government. These are the things that international law proves to us, make us understand. When you look at what the government is doing, you will know that the governments are on the right track. Put it like this: USBG, to prove that it's a government, not only USB. Put it USBG, to prove that there is a government talking about. You know that G stands for government. You know that for sure. Let's continue. A state formally administration to the UN significance that it is a legitimate act under the world stage with the right to participate in international affairs after declaration first. This will come after declaration of independence of United States of Biafra or any country in the world. This place I'm reading now will happen. Remember, it says, on international recognition after declaration, it gives us a sovereign quality. A what? A sovereign quality is what it gives us to handle. With a right to participate in international affairs because of our official declaration document and seeking for membership of UN. These are the benefits coming from real declaration we did in Helsinki, Finland on November 29, 2024. Remember that our line is open. In case if you have something that comes into your mind to say, the line is open. The number to call is +97336051337. That is the number to call. You know how we do it? After this first session, we go in the comment section to greet those that we never greet and also mention their names one after the other. Or we try to mention everybody's name because of our time. But there's a comment that draw my attention here. Chukwu Emeka Daniel. I think we as the entering are not yet ready, because you cannot going to have the while our brother is patiently serving under the government. We want separate Master can see in the dungeon, in detention. I do not really understand you, Chukwu Emeka. I see you, Chinedu Felix. You are welcome. I see you. I've greeted everybody who's on the comment section. Thank you. We move. So, Chinedu Felix, my brother, where have you been? My brother Chukwu Emeka, our house is in order. United States of Biafra government is in order. No country has put their house in order before the recognition. After the declaration, there is a problem here and there. America get their own problem after their declaration. Finland, you have been following me here. Finland, they put their house in order. The house is in order. Ibu onyi, but never is not there. Then Ibu aguosu. And then when you come and even in your own house, sometimes you and your brother will disagree to agree. Biafra government house is in order. USBG government is in order. That is one thing I want you to know. That is the only point I want you to get from me, that the house is in order. And let me tell you, it's only on this our declaration and we bring Mazen Nandi Kano and Man Simon Eba out. If you have been following me, I have read the document from the United Nations Charter. When a leader of a new state got arrested before their declaration will change the status quo of Mas Simon, the status of Mas Simon Eba. Change the status of Mazen Nandi Kano from the terrorism charge to prove that they are leader of a country, no longer a group. We must continue, our people. Why do we need this? Why do we need this UN charter? And why do we have to be a member of UN? It says, with a right to participate in international affairs, enter into treaties, and protect by the principle of the charter. The charter of UN is the main key thing to protect United States of Biafra government. That is why when I look at people today, people that are making mockery of the social media because of the business name, they don't know the difference between declaration of a new state and when we are in a group. They don't know it. They don't know see, our people never understand all these gullibles monkeying around. They do not understand the importance of declaration. Nigeria government understand it. That is why they employ Elias and Godabri and the old Sonia Prawa on all the fallback to stop their declaration in Finland. And when it could not happen, as they come back, they continue with what they are doing. They did what? They continue with what they are doing. These are the things that people never know. Declaration is an number one instrument to make us a sovereign entity under international law. If to KK, we always hear, my brother, we always hear. We come because of our work. We always come once in a day, spend 3 or 4 hours every morning or sometimes every evening. We do that. We don't shy away from it. If we don't make it in the morning, we'll come back in the night. If we don't make it in the night, we'll come back early in the morning. We will do it. So we are here. Thank you for checking. Thank you for coming in. Please, as you come, may you like and share the program. If you think that this program ought to be shared, it's your own right to choose. That is how it's our right to our self-defense of having a new country with a new government. It's not a crime. It's not. It's only a crime when it's come to a black man seeking for freedom. You know what they did to Nelson Mandela. You know what they did to Mama Gaddafi. You know what they did to Juma Kenyatta of Kenya. These are those who have fight for Africa. You know what Ibrahim Traoré is passing through today, because he has come to liberate his people from the slave mentality. And look at the way they are fighting him today. But the God of his country is the one protecting him today. The God of his country is protecting him. That is how the God of Biafra must protect Mazen Simon and Dr. Ngozi Orebeze and the United States of Biafra government. These are things that we have to do. It's our right. It's our fundamental right. It's our primary right. You know that you cannot go to university without primary school. That is what it is. That is what they told you is our primary and fundamental right of self-defense. This is pure truth that I want us to know. I see you, Jennifer. You're welcome. Good morning from here. Your comments, every comment that has hashtag, I always read that comment because it's very, very important. Hashtag Finland free the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, Mas Simon Eba, and the Nigerian government free our supreme leader, Mazi MMK, from Nigeria DSS dungeon. Self-defense is not a crime. Thank you. It's a nice one. It's registered on this platform. Thank you so much. This is one of the best comments ever this morning. Thank you so much for that comment. Our sister, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much. Now, moving forward. Remember where we are. Legal and the words and the political recognition. That is the way we finish right now. And it says, the last summary of it, international law affairs that help a new country to protect its territory and border under UN Charter. Protection and security is the next headline. Listen to it first.
Protection and security. A new country, once recognized as a sovereign state, benefits from the UN Charter's core principle, prohibiting the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state. This provides a crucial layer of security, as it obligates all UN members to refrain from aggression and to settle disputes peacefully. Economic and social development.
We heard it here. Protection and security of who? A new country, once recognized as a sovereign state, benefit from the UN Charter and core principle prohibiting the threat of using force against the territorial integrity or political independency of a new state. This is for Nigeria government. Biafra has become a sovereign state. After declaration officially with a document, the UN Charter, Article 4, Paragraph 1 said that after official declaration of a new government, that a new country has become a sovereign state. And they go on to tell us the benefits. Give to KK, Biafrans, everyone has to come under the USBG to stand and fight our enemy, protect our land of Biafra. United States of Biafra government is the only way. No doubts, no other comments. It has registered. It's one of the best today. Good morning. Thank you for that comment. Now we move to our explanation. The benefit of a new state, after declaration, it becomes a sovereign state. The decolonization of Nigeria, who are colonizing us, who are intimidating us, must know that benefit from the UN Charter once a core principle prohibited the territory of using force against the territory integrity or political independence of a new state. Now that we are a new state and we have officially declared Biafra, Nigeria, their threat with their military is prohibited under international law. The force, the aggression they are using on our land under UN Charter, prohibit it. Is abomination. They are committing a crime in our land. The time is fast approaching. I must tell you, if you are deeply what we are doing, if you are in spirit, if you are connecting the dots, you will know that if you know this UN Charter and the principle that are here meant for you and I as a country of a new nation that was officially declared on November 29, 2024, these laws are for us. But it's going to take a time before the international law will do it. What is holding us, what is holding them is one recognition from one international country that are a member of UN. One it don't end with that. We must continue. This provides a critical layer of security as its obligation all UN members to refrain from aggression and to settle dispute peacefully. That is what our government is doing, trying to settle everything amicably, despite what the enemies are doing. They are trying so hard not to go into eternal conflict that this individual, you remember in fallback, that is said that falling back means to cause an internal conflict on a existing country, on a new country that was declared officially, to put them under instability and quagmire. That is what it is. But we refuse and we reject that. That's why we said never, we will never fall back. We will never fail again because Ojukwu fell. They want to make Biafra to become a failed state by falling back, based on the agreement they had with Nigeria government. That is what they are doing. Next article. Economy and social development under UN Charter as after a country is being declared officially. Listen.
Independence under the UN framework allows a new country to freely dispose of its natural wealth and resources. This is a fundamental aspect of self-determination, ensuring that the new state has control over its own economic future. UN membership also opens doors to international cooperation, allowing the new nation to receive assistance in solving economic, social, and humanitarian problems.
Are you following? My people, what we're reading, is it making sense? I want to see yes or no. What we are doing, is it making sense? I see you, Easy Way. I see you, Ifeanyi John. Good morning, good morning. You're welcome. Please, as you come, please, like yes, Ifeanyi Ogelu. Today you are number one person said yes. After you have fine comment, thank you. Oh, everybody is yes, yeah. Let us go. We are moving. We need to educate ourselves so we can say things to defend ourselves in front of our enemies. The law is here, and why are we panicking? Forget those who took the government in the court in US. Taking the government in court in US is one of awareness in our own benefit. Because those who sit on that house, that judiciary, if they never know that Biafra has been declared, they are going to hear it once. And with the UN Charter, do you not have fully hope that your government is on the right track? These are things that we must know. Independency of a new country. Declaration of independence under UN framework allow a new country to firmly dispose of its natural wealth and resources. A new country that was just declared officially. You can see the benefits. The benefits are and the danger. Which one is better? It's not the benefits are better. You have understand the meaning of fallback, internal conflict, destroying of the new country, and also put it on a stage of quagmire and instability. Never will we allow the fallback to destroy it. And our happiness is also be that under international law of falling back, they said there is a character that those are they have. The character is to destroy. Now the international law, who put this constitution for us, knows them. When we are going to America court to discuss with them, there we know that look at it, and our government must present that area of the danger of what they are doing. And when something is endangering something, people must adhere to stop the danger, because the danger is a very bad thing, my people. The danger is what? A very bad thing. The danger, it is a very bad thing. We must continue. Remember, we said as we are moving, as you come in, once you know what we are doing, if you want to call to submit your own suggestion, you are free, because na open abia. Before you wait for me to finish my analysis on this session 1, you might forget what you have to say. That is why you have to call me, and we hold the program. After you are calling, we go back, we continue. It's part of what we are doing. Now we continue. This is a fundamental aspect of self-defense. It's a fundamental aspect of what? Self-defense. In the name of self-defense, of a new country that was officially declared is what changed the status of Mas Simon Ekpa and Mas Nnamdi Kanu. People don't know international law. That is what they say. That is what is going to change the status quo and bring them out as a prisoner of conscience under international law. UN Charter, Article 43. What is said. We must continue. Ensuring that the new state has control over its own economy, future, UN membership also opened door to international cooperation, allowing the new nation to receive assistance in solving economy, social, and humanitarian problem. Oh, do you see how they go? When the assistance of UN membership countries come, like when Afghanistan needed it, Russia give it to them. When one country give it to us, I can say it don't finish with that. They said it's open doors, open to international cooperation with the United States of Biafra as a new nation under UN Charter and human rights. They help us to solve our problem by giving us businesses, contracts, signing documents, laws, and all what's known. Then it favors the government. Upholding human rights. List the next article.
Upholding human rights. The UN Charter and related international covenants emphasize the importance of human rights and fundamental freedoms. A newly independent state, by adhering to these principles, commits to promoting and respecting the rights of its own people, which is a key part of its legal and moral obligations as a member of the international community.
Are you following? The UN Charter and related international is what we're talking about. UN Charter that guides every new state. And next year, I don't have your time, but what you have to is to listen. I am not the one saying it. I am only bringing a document that they have hide for us how we can get a new nation and the criteria you have to follow. I don't know why you are calling me name, but there's no problem. Even if a white man is doing this, when you come now, you will give him Apple, you subscribe, you would like to listen to it because of it's a black man. Moreover, an Igbo man talking about Biafra. You start calling names, you bring attack when I did not attack you. We must continue. The UN Charter and related international emphasize the importance of human rights and fundamental rights. A newly independent state, their right, a newly independent state. Listen. By adhering to the principle, commit to promoting and respecting the right of its own people. United States of Biafra government must respect who? The citizens of Biafra. Also, to protect them and provide jobs for them in the future to come once we get recognition. You see, I greet you, good morning. I can see you on the comment section. Thank you for being here. Please, when you come, please like and share. If you think that the program wants to be like and share, others similar with your life, do that. If you think so. If you are a newcomer on this page, please subscribe. The name of the page is RealBiafraTv. Is the name of the page. RealBiafraTv. Subscribe for you and turn your notification on so you may know whenever we are live and what we have to present to you that we encourage us. Now, if you're a new person here, you will see me in a word that is in between. Inside in between that wall, you will see me at the center of the wall. Just, you will see a 3 dots in front of your phone. Click on that 3 dots once. It will open. You will see like, touch on it once. You have liked the program. You will see like, you will see share. Share the program. When you touch it 2 times, it will disappear. The like will come out. It will be removed by you from your hand. Let us continue, no time. Which is a key part of its legal and moral obligation as a member of international community. You must protect your people. That is why the government is calling on our army to come out from the bush to do the needful on the road. This is what international law is all about. Let us continue.
In essence, declaring independence under the principles of the UN Charter transforms a territory from a dependent entity to a sovereign, equal, and protected member of the international community, with the power to control its own destiny and contribute to global peace and cooperation.
You hear it? In essence, declaring independence of a new country under the principle of the UN Charter transform a territory from depending entity to a sovereign equal. You have become equal in the eyes of the law with other countries. And the promoting members of the international community like other countries with the power to control its own destiny and contribute to the global peace and cooperation. That is exactly what the government is doing right now. This is exactly where we are right now. We have met the criteria to declare Biafra under UN Charter that transform a territory from adopted entity to a sovereign, and equally and protect the member of the international community. We are not going to say, oh, we're going to declare, let us go and do like African people. No, we must get to the standard of every other country that is in the world, who we are looking up to, or who we are going to be better than in future. Because we knew who we are. In this international global stage, we have to control our resources, our destiny. They said a new country with the power of UN Charter has to control its own destiny and contribute on the international global stage. James, I can see you. You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. Thank you so much. And upon to your life also, my brother. Thank you so much. Now, we have come to the end of first session of this particular benefit of declaration of a new country. With what we have achieved here this morning, with what we have learned this morning, with what we have used to educate ourselves, now, do you fully believe within yourself that your government is on the right track? Do you fully believe that the government is working under this international law? And that is why people don't know the template of the government, because the template has changed, the yardstick has changed to tally on the international law, and it's going to be penning some of us, because it's no longer in the era when you are suggestion or what you are going to do, they are going to carry it out, because anything you are advising the government to do, they must search under international law if that is included. If not included, they will throw it out, but they are not going to throw you out. So you that are resigned because the government refuses to accept your advice, the advice is under international law? Is it under UN Charter? This is a question you have to ask yourself. This is a question you have to ask yourself. Yes, on this first session that we have concluded right now, as we are summarizing it one to another, the number to call is open. Our phone call is open right now for you to call and submit what you have in your mind on what we are discussing this morning, or what you have to tell those that are making on social media. Please endeavor to call. Also to stress, so when you call, I can be able to rest my voice for going into the second session of this particular program this morning. So please, the number to call is +9733 6051 337 +9733 6051 779. That is our number to call. If you want to call, you are free to call. Yeah, we have our first caller this morning. Let us adhere to the call. That is how we do it here. We go and have a chance to call. Good morning, my sister.
Good morning, sir.
The mic is yours.
Good
Carry
morning.
on. Right on.
Yes, good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
I thank everyone, and I especially thank you. You have resuscitated our lost hope through this teaching. Because since I started following your teaching, all the things I see in social media that normally got my heart breaking is no more, because I now understood that we are on the right track. And our government is also at the right track. And nothing good that ever comes easy. Everything that is good, a gold must pass through a fire to be refined.
Yes, so.
And that was what I saw going on. I saw Ugo 247 blabbering, and people started raining an insult on him. And even Chiamaka Jerry was saying all sorts of things, or calling all sorts of names. And meaning that he did not hear all the advice people were giving him. There is a stage a man will reach. You have to advise yourself. He has gotten to that stage. Now the children that he brought up are the one tutoring him again. It's very, very appalling and raining an insult on him. Then I saw Adadiorama blabbing, saying the lawsuit and everything, blabbing. He never know where he enter. He never know where he enter. Because when the laws will be brought against everything he has done in social media, he will open her mouth and she will not be able to say anything. Now we are in legal battle. We are no longer doing as we wish.
Yes.
It's on legal ground we are. And they forget that everything you do has
a legal consequence.
Action.
Yes.
Yes. So he was saying, they will, if it is Sudan, I will speak. If I can't speak English, they go get an interpreter. That shows that she's already panicking. She's already panicking. But because of the people that are sponsoring her, because at first, this woman was in the first front. But within a short period, it just made 60-degree U-turn. That shows
Yes, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing before you go on. Another Orama came into this Biafra movement with propaganda, number one. Number two, Another Orama at the last of 2024 was still a member of Igbo World Congress and as a vice president of Igbo World Congress since 2021 till he entered this movement that we are into. And he is not denounced being a member of them.
They are her backbone. They will start knowing that they will break her. And they have broken her. Because now she has entered one chance. None of them will come to speak for her. None of them will come to speak for her. And they've forgotten that Europe is not we in Africa, that everything goes. Everything goes according to the law.
Yeah.
Everything goes according to the law. And also, for Ogekere and his people, It is now clear to me and to everyone that it is Nigeria that are sponsoring him. Because look at Chiamaka Jerry. Chiamaka Jerry was praising him, raining all sorts of praises on him when the money was still flowing.
Yes.
But when the man now realized himself, maybe the money that he stole from the Biafran pocket has finished, or the ones that Nigerian government is giving them is no more enough. So he's not reaching them again. That was why you see them coming out and start causing nuisance. Because it is now Nigeria that are paying them and paying their lobbies. And that is why all this information that they are getting to do what they are doing, all this information is being gotten from their lobbies. But how correct na tipa biaji?
Yes, sir.
In USB, we have come to stand. Since you have opened our eyes, you know, we that are home, we don't really understand all this because we don't do research. But since I started following you, and others also are following, we've come to understand where our stand is. My brother, in USB we stand gidigam. We are not going anywhere. Because Oku Chineke just growing anaka, and I have God forbid that thing. Because if that declaration was not done, my brother, we would have been in the pit by now.
But if the declaration is not done, Obato Obie will be in Nigeria. If no declaration, Obato Obie will be in Nigeria. And there will be more chaos. Many people could have been got arrested by now. But declaration was the savior. Mazin Nandekar is another savior. The savior of what we have now is our real declaration, is the savior we have. Where we are. Except it, Nigeria could have leveled us once and for all. And when they are leveling us, international law says that they look at it as internal affair of a country. But because of that we have declared an independence of Biafra, is no longer internal affair of Nigeria, but it become a movement of occupier and occupying of a new state. That's what it is. But our people don't know the value. Jesus Christ. When I've been searching, I find out the value of their declaration and what we stand for. Honestly, that is where the case has been won. We have won every case. There is no case anymore. And I am happy that people like you from homeland are the one speaking out. People can hear from homeland that they understand where we stand this time around. Not like before.
Yes, so now there we do. Now there we do. Thank God for Dr. Ngozi, our deputy prime minister. That woman, we never know what that woman did for us until everywhere is calm.
Yes.
We never know. We never know. You know, there is one thing that God used to do. God knows that the case of Obatobie will go the way it went. That was why beforehand God raised another person. And when God is raising, God raised a neutral person.
A neutral.
That nobody will ever envisage. And that was what took all these people that are causing nuisance, all these gentlemen and every one of them unawares, because they never thought of that.
They did not see it coming.
God.
They did not see it coming.
They did not see it coming. Why will you say that you can't work under a woman? We that work in an offices in big organization and everything, you will see a full-blown with high level and everything still under a woman and answering man. So why can you not work under a woman? If it is a woman that will bring the brain that we will use to get where we are going, everybody should be there. So you that is a man, what have you achieved? Even the one that is being committed into your hands, you have made mess of it. That made mess of it. That means from day one, you were not genuine. You were not genuine.
Listen, let me read this thing out because of what you're saying right now. Under UN Charter, Chapter 1, Paragraph 4, it says, a declaration of an independency of a new country is what give power for the new country to seek for membership. After the official declaration, they are going to seek for reconciliation. After reconciliation, they seek for recognition. This recognition made them a sovereign quality. Without declaration officially of a country, there is no quality of a sovereign state of a new country under international law. And our people are here gossiping social media. They don't know the value of what we are doing. They don't know.
Do you know that? Do you know that I have not come to understand and realize that even Nigeria understood this part.
Very
and
well.
That was why they were fighting tooth and nail so that declaration will not happen. Because when I was listening to Musa briefing before that declaration, he said something. There is one thing that he said. I was listening to news. He said that everything is in place, that they are working, putting everything in place to make sure that they stop this declaration. That if it happened that they could not stop it, then if there is nothing he can do again.
Yes, that Nigeria is doomed. He used the word that if they could not stop the declaration, that Nigeria is doomed, that it's all over.
And they are doomed. They are doomed now because everything is just playing like a film in their eyes.
Do you know?
They thought they know how.
Do you know there is one thing about Obato Odie? Obato Odie is a lifesaver. Because Obato Odie refused to expose Ngozi Orebeze as the nearest person after him. Because if Nigeria government knew that Ngozi Orebeze is coming, they would have go after Ngozi Orebeze the same way at the same time they are pushing for Maz Simon Eba.
Yes, 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 yes.
Child, our people did not understand. They did not understand.
God is so marvelous.
Yes.
God is so marvelous. And being a woman, they did not know that such capacity is inside that woman.
Yes.
Everything is just playing like a film to them. And the woman know the strategy. She doesn't make noise. She doesn't showcase. She doesn't even talk. But everything she is doing is in her mind. Before they know it, everything. Before they know it, everything beating them hands down. They don't know where to hold hand. You see, this fight, this last battle, is just a fighting of a dying horse.
That is
they
it.
Are finished.
That is it.
I am telling you, they are finished.
That is it.
Because the next thing you will see now, as the battle have entered legally, because number one, Nigeria will be afraid of legal battle because they don't have any backup. They know that they are one at fault. They know. So before you know it, they will be calling for peace.
Nigeria is going to call for peace. Let them watch out. And on international law, they said that a new country that has a quality is the one that gets it through legal and peace negotiation.
Yeah.
That is why I'm telling people, we are no longer in the era of woto. That time has gone, vanished.
Yeah.
Where we are in the era of political, diplomatic, and the reconciliation, negotiation, and peace movement to get everything done. That is where we are. And they said such a country maintain a high standard quality under international law for be a membership of UN. They are a quality country indeed under international law.
Yes.
I don't know why our people. Go on, my sister. Randolph. Go on.
No, they will understand. You know, we Africans, as now, I get buani si vanya na akwụkwọ n'isi before anya aghọta. Also, na ha egbu isi anyị si na na-afanye anya akwụkwọ. With the time anyị ghọta, anya aghọtachana. That is why anybody at first anya na-eme ka anyị ọwụ ndị iberibe. But mgbe anya anyị bịara mepe, anyị bụ imezi ihe ahụ anyị emefe ya oke. That is who we are.
That is who we are.
So we will understand. That is why I want to encourage you the more. Keep on pushing it. Keep on doing the good works. Before you know it, this good work, it has already started yielding fruit. it has already started yielding fruit. So don't relent. God will strengthen you the more. Thank you, sir.
Amen. Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Thank you. Bye for now, my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you. My people, our line is still open. In case you want to call, you are free to call. Because next article we are going is the question I asked. Which of UN Charter and the article support a new country benefit for declaration of independence? Now we are going to hear all the articles of UN, the paragraph that support what we are doing, and in what year did they gather for this? 1945. Do you know that in 1514 that all this has started being a place? In 1514, all this has started being a place. I encourage you to, if you find it good for you to like this program, like and share, because your like is going to make it go viral. You know, when you like, another people will see the program. That is how it happens. That is why I ask you to, when you come, like and share. Yes, we have a caller. We must give chance for the call. Yes, I can see my brother Easy Way is here. Easy Way is here. Easy Way, good morning from here. Good morning from here. Thank you so much.
Good morning from here, my brother.
Yes. The mic is yours. Right on. Thank you so much. One them mad.
Asemu chukwu kika bia ma wara goji.
He said, "Wara go one them."
Gozie gị n'orie, gozie gị n'afọ, gozie gị na nkwọ. Anya na anụ ụbọchị na anọ ga na-awara gị ọjị.
He said to all follow Biafra.
Iwe na-arụ ọrụ ya na-arụsi ike. Dịka our sister kwuru mgbe a, ọ sị na since ya bidoro gebe gị ka brain ya tọgasịrị. Etu a gaghị esi wee na-atọgasị many because na damage emere na our brain dị too much. Ọ dị ka ihe damage ejiri wee bịa ghọrọ ya anyị in the name of Christianity. Abụghị etu esi butere anyị ka anyị si practice ya. Ịghọtago, anyị tọnụgarịrị upside down or damage our brain. And that is why I keep on telling people, first of all, I greet Biafrans. I greet Mazi Okukano, Nnamdi Ohamadike of Igbo land. I greet Obato Obie Mwejibuago, Epa Simon Njoko. Upoya na si ona abiala.
Dika na akpọ ogbu n'anya. Dika na akpọ ogbu n'anya.
I greet Akunwanyi. Dr. Ngozi Oragweze.
Afọ m no Biafra.
Nwanyi titiri anya mmiri na 29th November.
Nyani hope to live. Nyani destiny.
Without this woman, you know, you got to be not today when they spoke Biafra.
Now one for you, by now Ezo lemon now. So the Nigeria here. So
I greet everybody. I say may Chukwu bless each and every one of us in this platform. As you are entering, please like and share. It's very, very important so that if we get to others, that is our goal. Please. My brother, because now and opportunity
not so, my brother.
And that is why we keep on engaging ourselves in order to be here. Because that's us.
Truth.
So I'm my strength. The strength to read more and understand it, because there are differences between reading and understanding. Yeah. And that is why when I was small, that time I Nigeria catechism, one of the Reverend Father that time told us that the way Bible dictionary got a Bible.
Yes.
So that is the thing. Oh my brother, yes to you government because if you watch what is happening now, you will know that we are in the right track.
Yes. Sir.
All these people have that mentality. IG in Nigeria, because that mentality has damaged go our brain. They got to go. This time around, all these modern countries, before you see their army, it will be hard because those go the country to the international standard. Before any happened, the money will war. And that is what it means. That is why our government is calling our army to come out on the bush to come and take our land so that everything will be okay. In again, I grow freely. Yes.
Oh, one name, but a cobble.
So we have a nation. You got to go. So all these people now, men are back when I put in our beginning. And I could just go. All these people now crying because this one here, I don't make what I've not now beginning. But by the time okay, I'm at here now. Be put here or here too late because one when Western world they take time have investigation before they got to go. So panicking. All my government they are working, and I strongly believe that with our support, we move mountain, and our cabinet is moving the mountain by meeting all the necessary people they're supposed to be in Agota.
Yes.
Of course, on social media, then I watching this young coffee or where we see. Look at okay, no prime minister employ as a lobby. Prime minister can not a tweet right from that person. It's not out there for also. These are the people agents of Nigeria. They pay them to come and scatter what we agree. In Agota. So, like what happened, the day Biafra could be, and they could go. I'm gonna say, or getting a here. Like here, I know yesterday or day before yesterday in Nepal, near China.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it. The citizens living with you. If you had a whole prime minister, and I say, wow. Upon you, I got the fan and the president also. Look at what he landed on. It was I didn't kind. If we had make this time around, the day I gave Kuni, I got the film. Opa Soludo no Anambra. Well, Purunde, the James or the way they visited mad. Don't worry. What is coming, they don't know.
So there is no quick, but I'm Bebu Cantibu. Hale Tibutai for now. Now you get Bebuha. Ebankayo.
Now the Carlo Brian, but that is that mental toughness in the Carlo Brian. When the Carlo, some people have got when somebody is speaking in parable. All these our blockhead, like some people put on saying Simon, they will sit in the van without a reason. Go and sit at home. Niputiro, Kedia protest, and a wood. Or would you not sit at home? They are not the Tell me, some people, their reason I don't understand. At times, the thing I'm about my yari.
Yes.
So, what we are here now, this year teaching, honorable Ingeshire, the world Yaba. So, I want this kind of teaching. We go 247 well, but I webinar told me a potty or they told me and you. Yeah? Come on, yeah, pota. Na kuzi here. Or well, bring it out there for government honor. Yeah, to wonder what government is saga, but take you Nanya de ha. Yeah? Or for Chapak you Nanya de ha. Can I talk on any about saga? In my apotana of airport, of course, every week one expose. I ain't a shiny and I want to expose I from. Manaka share. So, my brother. Let us move. We are moving. And they are teaching now.
We are moving. Director of the party will be tough to make everything possible. That is one thing I know for sure.
Yeah.
That's one thing I know for
sure. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes.
Easy way, thank you so much. Yeah. My fellow Biafrans, there is one thing I must know. We are no longer in that era where we do things in our own way. No. We are doing things right now depending on where we are. We are seeking for an international recognition. We must act like international people. That is why we must adhere to the principles that guides human beings and countries, territories, how to protect it, how to do it, and what to mention on what time. Do you know that it's only in the name of declaration that has changed the status quo of Mazi Simon Ekpa? That is where he has chance to go to appeal court. If there is no declaration, he could have not give him chance to go to appeal court. Yes, my people, as you Asatina, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Asatina. I see you. Yellow one, I greet you. Thank you so much. Please, as you come, please like and share. Please like and share. There is one thing with YouTube. I don't know why they suppress it too much. After my program yesterday, I was having 989 subscribers. Do you know that as of this month, when I check it again, YouTube minus 5 people. So as I'm doing this program now, you will be seeing 94. When I end the program, go and check the program of yesterday. It has passed over 1,000K. But when I'm doing it, they will be hiding the viewers. I don't know why is it happening, but they can't stop us. If you to bring them to 0. Okay, look at it. Before it was 94. Now it is 68. Even sometimes subscribers will go on, sometimes we bring it down. It doesn't matter. What matters is that people are listening, and that is why it is important for you to share. It's important for you to share whenever you come to this platform. Share the program. Now we are going to another article that are very, very important that may answer Okole what he's trying to ask us here. Okole, please do not go. Stay. Don't move. I want to stay. So hear this. For you to understand, what we are doing is what was liquid. No, we are not in that era again. That is why you don't know that. One thing that is constant in life is change. That's one that is life about life we are living. Is one thing that is so constant in life, changing. It's not the same thing that was liquid. That is not what we are doing right now. Do not be confused. I did not insult you, but do not insult me. Just listen. I can give you a phone number. Please, you can call to tell me how I am a fraud. Please, can you call? Tell me yes. Let me call my number so you can call. I want you to bring a debate. Let us talk. Bring it on. Do not shy away from it. I'm waiting for you to answer yes or no. If you know you are man enough, bring a debate to come. Just by waiting for him, remember that our line is still open in case you want to call on number +9 733-6051-337. That is the number. Listen to this. Which of the UN Charter articles support a new country benefit of declaration of independence? Listen to this.
The main UN Charter articles that support a new country's declaration of independence and the benefits that follow are rooted in the principle of self-determination. The key articles are:
listen. The main UN Charter article that supports a new country declaration, the main one is what we're about to list out. Because everything must have number 1 before number 2. You know that we have been going on number 43, something, 50, 55, thereabout. Today we are going to go on the main one that supports a new country declaration of independence and the benefit that follows the declaration of the new country. In the principle of, they said, in the principle of self-defense, the key articles are listed.
Article 1, Paragraph 2. This article, found in the very first chapter of the Charter, is a foundational principle of the United Nations.
Do you hear this? Article 1, Paragraph 2. Article 1. This article found in the very first chapter of the article, is a fundamental principle for the United Nations. It says, and it states, that one of the purpose of the UN is. What is this they are telling us to do? Listen, I want to bring this from inside so you may understand this very well. We are not fighting for anybody. We are only asking that we are a new nation, that we are declared officially. I want to show you something. Look at the screen on my phone. Please, on this, I told you that this platform needed support. Look at this phone. You will see articles of what I want to do now. And even years till up to this date we are into, that we must understand. Let me read this clearly from here. This is the full of Article 1. They just give us they just summarize it out for us. Now listen. Article 1, paragraph 2. Equal right and the self-defense of people of a new country that was just officially declared. Establishing the one of the main purpose of the UN nation and those that a Security Council is to deploy friendly international relation based on the respect of the principle of equal right and self-defense of the people of the new country that was just declared an independency. This Article 1, paragraph 2. Now continue listening. Because there is something I want to get from here. For those who will come on comment section and write nonsense, allow them. Look at on top of. See it here. Look at it very well. You will see it. I am not making any story, but I am telling you the things that they have hid from us. Why you, Okoli, see a fool in Nigeria without you asking questions or what is going on? Now listen to this. The case study in the section over in entrance, why the Security Council has discussed situation with a brief of a principle of self-deformation. Deformation of a new country by a occupier is prohibited under international law. It is prohibited under Charter Article 1, paragraph 2. Nigeria occupying Biafran territory. It is prohibited by using Nigerian military force to force the Biafran people or fight against the new country government that was officially declared an independency. Their rights must be protected under self-defense. Their rights must be protected under self-defense. This law, in terrain of United Nations Charter, in terrain with Montevideo Convention, in terrain with Geneva Convention, gives a new country authority to defend its borders, to elect. It is a legitimate right of a new government of a new state that was officially declared to form a government and protect its citizens with the border territory. It makes them a sovereign state. Look at what I read. I'm not making the word. Now listen. In these years, this law of UN that was adopted in 1959 to 1963, 1964 to 1965, in 1966 to 1968, 1966 to 1971. This is how they will be able to be changing these laws to get to where you will see, you hear the last time that this law was changed to protect you and I as a people of a new nation. Listen, I want to get all this thing clearly. So when you want to search, you may even use all these sales to search under UN. What the UN Charter as amended under this year quote, they give it to you. I want you to follow me to search, so you won't say that I am making a story. I want you to listen to me. Go and check the numbers and what I am saying, so you may understand it clearly. Now listen to this. As I'm mentioning the years. In 1972 to 1974, in 1975 to 1980, 1981 to 1984, 1984. What is going on here? Charter, article. They continuously submit to the amendment. Listen, I want to know something. In 1989 to 1992, in 1993 to 1995, in 1996 to 1999, 2000 to 2003, 2004 to 2007. The one of 2004 they did not allow it to continue. On 2007, it submitted to the amendment again. Then they revisited it again on 2008 to 2009, 2010 to 2011, 2012 to 2013, 2014 to 2015, 2016 to 2017, 2018 to 2019, 2020 to 2021, 2022 to 2023. It has never been amended again. The law stands that way, this international law of UN Charter. I hope, look at what I read. I am not making any story. I am proving it to you. That is why this platform needs a gadget to move on. And I thank our two sisters who have supported immensely. That the way you are seeing us looking bright, kudos to them. They are the one that make it happen. Those who supported this platform. I ask that this platform, on the number I used to do this program, you can call me on it after the program. Then you can do anything that you want to use to support the platform. We want to, like as I am reading this thing for the Daphne Tamos, I will put it on a screen. All of us will be seeing it. So you know that I am not adding, neither am I removing. Because of something I have studied after searching it, that is why I can know when I need to put Nigeria for you to understand what we are doing. Now listen to this. That's Article 1, Paragraph 2. B article of bracket 2 prohibit of a threat of using force on international relation. Nigeria using force on us. They said it is prohibit. Oh God, it's abomination. If you are told that it's prohibition, you don't understand. It's Biafra land, the Nigerian government on international law. Article 2, bracket 4 of the Charter prohibits the threat of using of what? Using force, and call on all members to respect the sovereignty, territory of internal and political defense of a new state. See it here. You can see 2 and 4. What I'm reading. You can see it here. I hope you are seeing. I am not making anything up. These things that we must know, so you can be able to defeat Nigeria, and Nigeria has already been defeated with all this. Now that Biafra has been officially declared. We continue. This case study is in the section of typical cover intelligence, where Article 2 and 4 was created and discussed in the contents of inter or interim state violence, war, or other territory conflict. what Nigeria is doing in our land after our official declaration. One Nigerian government take by this official declaration. Eba kind of emegene where gbajie ha aka. When we continue going and going like the days are coming, when we go to the D2, Article 2 of 6, need to ensure that non-United Nations member act in accordance with the principle. One day, now let us go back to where we are. I just want to open this two for you fully so we can add all it says to us. We must continue. To develop friendly relation among nations, to develop a friendly relations among nations. Who are going to develop this? A new country that was officially declared, not after you declared you fall back. Please subscribe on the YouTube page, RealBiafraTv. Please like and share the program so that means that we are live, that our teaching is all we are here is to educate ourselves. Nothing more than that. To develop friendly relationship among nations based on the respect for the principle of equal right and self-defense of the people of the new state. That country was officially declared. And it took other appropriate measures to strengthen universal peace. That is why we are not in the era of woto-woto. We are now in the era of diplomatic movement, peacekeeping, reconciliation. This is what the government is doing right now to get an international recognition, and they will see us as that we are people that are preaching peace and we are keeping peace and people of peace. We must continue. This is the most direct and critical article. Let me allow the voice to play for the doubting Thomas. Makandi ndio muamusu.
It states that one of the purposes of the UN is to develop friendly relations among nations based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples, and to take other appropriate measures to strengthen universal peace. This is the most direct and crucial article. It establishes self-determination as a core purpose of the UN, which is the legal and moral basis for a people to freely determine their political status, including forming their own independent state.
Including forming their own independent state. This is Article 1, Paragraph 2. Do you see why we have to stood up on the side of government? No declaration officially, no recognition. IPOB can never make Donald America to even I don't know, even Kosovo. They cannot. That's why being a de facto government, they cannot recognize because we are a group. We are not a country. You must answer a country before any country will recognize you. Calling you that you are in bridge, you are fallback is a deceive. And yesterday I prove it to you under international law. The danger of after you have declared a country, you fall back. After you have declared a country and you fall back. Look at the dangers. I told you yesterday we present you to the dangers of all this. You don't need to fall back. The danger is much, but you need to be. We are now on the benefit of declaration. You see, that is the best thing that could have ever happened to us. I want you to know that your government are doing this. I want you to know that. This is the most direct and the crucial article. It establishes self-defense as one of the key purpose of the UN, which is the legal and the moral basis of people to firmly determine their political status in own independent state. It's our right. It's our inalienable right to do what we are doing. Please, as you come, please like and share the program. If you like to do that, subscribe on the page RealBiafraTv, so for you to hear more about this international law and what they have for us. I must tell you the truth. With this, we have won our case. If this international law is just like a twinkle of eyes, believe you me, by now, nobody could, all these inconsequential, all these enemies could have been begging by now. Had I know comes at last, they are going to cry. Let us continue. In which article again? Listen.
Article 55. This article, located in the chapter on international economic and social cooperation, connects self-determination with social and economic well-being.
Do you hear that? Article 55. This article quoted in the Charter on the International Economic and Social. I want you to know that in everything that we are doing, under this law, international law of self-defense, protects United States of Biafra that was officially declared on November 29, 2024. Marvelous, you're welcome. Good morning. Good morning, you're welcome. We welcome everyone. This Paul will welcome you. We welcome all of you. Because official, I don't know how you enter this platform sometimes. When you enter, you will just steal a word from my mouth. A government talk to a government. A country talk to a country. You must answer a country name before any country recognize you. Lobby get recognition from any country. Lobby represent non-groups people. A good lobby, not this fraud 419 lobby. Call the layers. And Sana Parawa with Tipeti, Chiomo command all of them. These are inconsequential. These are criminal. These are people that are defrauding you. Stop giving them your money. We must continue.
It says, with a view to the creation of conditions of stability and well-being which are necessary for peaceful and friendly relations among nations based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples, the United Nations shall promote.
Are you following? With a view of creating of condition of stability and well-being which are necessary for peaceful and friendly relation among nations based on the respect of the principle of equal rights and self-defense of people, the United Nations shall promote a new state. When they see how peaceful we are, when they see how we are asking Nigeria, leave our land, leave the hell alone from us, go away from us, go away from us, things, they are going to promote us. It's our right to declare a new country. And the declaration give you automatically tickets to seek for membership of UN. Kosovo cannot. Northern Cyprus cannot. Taiwan cannot. Other countries that are low beyond this, they cannot get membership because of they did not officially declare their independence as a new country. We that had declared our own as a new country. That is why we are gaining every right in what we are doing to do what we are doing today. It is very important. It is very imperative that you understand your government and you understand how a new country is being declared and what government need to do. The template of the government must be international template, not local, not personal. The template we use when we are in IPOB is not like the template. The template when we are autopilot is not like the template. The template we use when we are in bridge is not the template that we are going to use now that we have declared Biafra officially under international law. We must continue. Listen to this.
This article emphasizes that a people's right to self-determination is not just about political independence, but also about the ability to control their own economic and social development. It links self-determination to the promotion of human rights, economic progress, and international cooperation.
Are you hearing? This article emphasizes that a people's right to self-defense is not just about political independence. It's not going to just declare earlier. Then we go in. Then we start messing up. No. They said, but also about the ability to control their own economy. That's why government today are trying small time, they will present you World Bank of United States of Biafra, whether online or anyhow, what it is. That is how every other country did their own and get their own. Remember, our line is still on for call. If you have anything that you want to say, please call me. The mic will be yours to easy what is in your mind. If you have a question, I can also give you a number to call, ask your question, mean no insults. Then we'll peacefully answer your question. That's what it is here. How we can control our own economy and social development. It links self-defense to the promotion of human rights, economy, progress, and international cooperation. This is the government is seeking for. This is what the government is doing for us. We are not going to be like Nigeria, who does not seek support for the people that they are voting for them. We are going to be Nigeria that cannot be able to protect their citizens. Rather, they are killing them. They are buying them. When they come to protest, even for make Nigeria better Nigeria, they will use tear gas, they will tear gas them, they will use gun and bullet on them, they will chase them away. We are going to be the country who has the value of self-defense of every human right, of every human being. What do you think that this government is lacking? The government are doing it very well. I want you to know that everything that we are doing here is what's doing. In this article of UN Charter, today we are on where? Paragraph 1, number 1, chapter 1, verses what? 2. No declaration, no recognition. Declaration is a name. Declaration is about giving you a name, like when your wife was pregnant of a child. Once the child will first born. Once the child is born, you start calling the child name, you give the child name. Even though you give the child name when the child was in stomach, if you call the child, will not hear. People will not even know the name until when you make it officially after the burning of this child. This is what we are. This is where we are going. This is what happened to us. So tell me, after you have delivered a child and you ask that child to go back to the mother's stomach again, is it possible? Where has this happened? That is what these people are doing to you, and you're giving them your money. I am sorry for you. I am sorry for you. We must continue.
Chapter 11, Articles 73 and 74, Declaration regarding non-self-governing territories. These articles specifically address territories that are not yet self-governing. They obligate the administering states to recognize the principle that the interests of the inhabitants of these territories are paramount. The administering states must accept a sacred trust to ensure the political, economic, social, and educational advancement of the people in the territory. While not explicitly granting independence, this chapter provides the framework for the eventual decolonization and self-governance of these territories. The Declaration on the Granting of Independence to
Sorry, we are jumping into another headline. Chapter Article 73 and 74. Declaration regarding non-self-governing territory. We declared it. We are planning to put our governors in our offices. We are planning to conduct our first vote of the governors, senators in Biafra land. And what happened? This is where we are right now. That is why you must pay attention as we go deep to explain this. This article especially address territories that are not yet self-governed. In our homeland, since all this while, we are agitation, we are fighting, we are doing this to make it happening. Now that we have this government, it's time to govern Biafran territory. It's a time to govern the Biafra. That is why the government are planning for their first vote, first election in Biafra land. This is why the government is planning for that. Then, the obligation, the administrating state to recognize the principle that the interesting of the inhabitants of the territories are paramount. Nigeria also has to respect us as we are respecting their own territory, because we have become a country and a state and a nation. Remember, this is chapter 11, articles 73 and 74. Is telling us what to do. Now that we have declared Biafra officially, and telling those who are fighting us that we are fighting a lost battle. These are one of the most important things that we all have to understand, that we all have to know. It is very imperative as you do so. Because everything that is happening because there is a reason. There is a law. There is charter. There is bind. There is treaties. There is things that you must do as a new nation. You must declare a country before recognition. No lobby will help you to get you any recognition in this world. No lobby. I want you to know that we are on the right track in what we are doing. And to know the government must follow this procedure, this template of the government. Let it be the template of United States of Biafra government by following the template of international community. We must continue. We must. The administration state must accept and secure trust to ensure the political, economy, social, and education advancement of the people in the territory. Why not putting away their own citizens and their own people? These are the framework. Why not exploratory gathering and independency? The chapter provides a framework for the eventual decolonization. That is Nigeria government. That the chapter also provides a framework how Nigeria is supposed to leave our land. Ignorance doesn't excuse the eyes of the law. Nigeria government. For the eventual decolonizing and the self-govern of those territories. They are telling Nigeria, leave them alone. Let them govern us there. Let them govern their territory. Let them protect the citizens. Let them do it by themselves. They are now a new world, a new country. That is what it's all about. Listen to this again.
Colonial countries and peoples, UN General Assembly Resolution 1514.
Yes.
While not part of the original UN Charter, this landmark 1960 resolution is a powerful interpretation and elaboration of the Charter's principles. It states unequivocally that all peoples have the right to self-determination, and that inadequacy of political, economic, social, or educational preparedness should never serve as a pretext for delaying independence. This resolution solidified the international legal support for decolonization and the right to independence for peoples under colonial rule. In summary, a new country's claim to independence is primarily supported by the principle of self-determination in Article 1, which is reinforced by the economic and social goals in Article 55, and further institutionalized by the decolonization framework of Chapter 11 and subsequent General Assembly resolutions.
I hope you had it all. This is where we are. Please, I encourage you to like this program so others may come. If you are coming first time on this page, you will see me in the middle of wall. Look at the front of your phone. You will see a 3 dots. Click on that 3 dots, it will open. Then you will like the program. You will see like. Click on that 3 dots in front of, just touch it. It will not remove you away from the platform. Just click on these 3 dots. It will open what will happen? You will see, like, and share. Do that so others know that we are alive and they may understand this message that we are preaching, even though the enemies of Biafran people may also understand it. Have you liked the program? Have you subscribed to the YouTube page? You must continue. The declaration of gaining of independence to colonial countries and peoples, UN General Assembly resolution in 1514. Why no part of this organization UN Charter, this landmark in 1960 resolution is a power, interpretation, and a liberation of the character charter principle. It states on calling purposes. This law was not meant today. But that's why I told you, for over all this 1967 to 1970, when we fought war, why did we not find out this particular law? Why? Our people's mind did not go there because the world will hide the truth from us because they want to continue colonizing the Africa in general. Those of we Biafran people, when Britain come and say we have everything, they hide this document, they push it down the sea and hide it. I know it takes us to go and pull it out. And we're here today to present it to them, to tell them that we know that you know that you hide it from us, we have find it. We will never allow you anymore. Britain. Your crime you have committed in our land is unthinkable. What did it to the Biafran people? From generation to generation, we are not going to forgive you people. Please like as you share. Please do that as you come in, please. May you like, share the program. I hope we are making common sense. I hope you are understanding what we are doing and how it can help us to know that our government is right. It's not about Woto. It's about diplomatic movement, political movement, and the amount of pressure we mount is what also going to help us to establish all these things that you're hearing here. I want you to know one thing again as we continue. What it means to be a declared country. Once you declare it officially, you have become a law. That is what they told us. And you become a sovereign state. You must protect your borders and citizens of your country. The government must do that. That is why they are calling on our army to Biafran army to come outside. To do what? To defend Biafran people with their properties and our businesses in Biafra land. Also, all people have the rights to self-defense, and this and that's in quest of political, economy, social, or education. Preparedness should never serve as a prevent for delaying independence. We don't have to delay it. Falling back is also delaying. It also means delay of a movement. We don't have to delay. That's what I said. Immediately we declare this of Biafra, we don't have to declare to seek for membership, to seek for recognition. And our government are doing that without wasting time. This resolution solidified the international legal support for decolonization country like Nigeria, that the new country was declared independence, have its right under control to rule and govern their people after official declaration. They become a sovereign state. We are not the ones saying it. We are only reading and explaining in a little layman understanding. In summary, a new country claimed to independence is a primary support by the principle of self-defense in Article 1, which in refers to the economy and social goals in Article 55 of UN Charter, and the further institutionalized by the Decolonization framework of Charter Article 11 and the subsequent to General Assembly resolution. This law has been there before Biafra is being declared on November 2024 of yesterday. The law has been there for over 1960s. The law has been laid down. 1933, 1949. All these things are there, and they hide it from us. I want you to know that without declaration, I've been hitting on this. You had it here that without official declaration, there will be no recognition. You must be a state to talk to a state. You must be a country to talk to a country. You must be a nation to talk to a nation under United Nations Charter, Article 1, Paragraph 2, go forward. Under United Charter, Article 43, 55, 60. All we needed is there. And we are wasting all this same because they hide it. Now the government that we have knows it. They are not. They say, do not delay to seek for it, for make yourself a full country, my people. If you know you have something to say, please call on this platform. Call number +97336051337. Call to rescue our voice. Call to support what we are doing. Call to educate our people more. You must not educate what I'm doing if it is difficult for you. You must talk about, I leave uprising or what happened in Biafra for every caller who called. Anybody decided to talk about what's going on in social media, you are free to do that. It's your right to do that. So if you want to talk about the Orama, you are free. But for me, this is what I choose to do. Because all the character they are bringing out is not matter on international global stage. It's only what your government is doing. Thank God that the government understand their job and what they have to do. They pay attention on things that matters most, not on on social media. They allow that one for those of some of our Biafran who we dealt with them. These are the things that we all must know. These are the things that yield a result in what we are doing. This is the road that we have to follow. My people, nobody has right to stop us. Remember, the line is still open in case if you want to call. Call to submit your own quota, your own thinking, what we are doing. What is the importance of the Declaration of Independence for a new country under UN Charter? We are going to bring everything together. So we have something to use to defend our enemies. Those who never believe in what we are doing and those who are castigating the government. Let us come to the last session that we're going to use to round up the program today. If you have a call, you can also call to help and submit your own opinion, your own omission. Thank you so much as we move.
The Declaration of Independence for a new country is a crucial step for gaining international recognition and legitimacy under the UN Charter. While the UN doesn't grant independence, it provides a legal framework and a platform that transforms a declaration into a recognized sovereign status.
Do you hear that? Declaration of independence of a new country is a critical step for gaining international recognition and legitimacy. It is very important that we do so. What they said, declaration of a new country, not new bridge, not IPOB, not autopilot, not anything. Declaration of a new country that must be done by the people. Please, as you come, please endeavor to like and share the program. If it's first time coming, subscribe on RealBiafraTv. You will see RealBiafraTv together, no space when you want to search and write it. There is no space. I see you, Onyeka. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Vivian, you're welcome. Thank you so much. So, look at it here, openly and wide for you. When the UN does not, why does the UN does not grant independence? It's proof a legal framework and platform that transform a declaration into a recognition of sovereign status. They transform declaration into recognition of sovereign state of a new state, of a new country. Elias, criminals everywhere. You think we will not come to find out the truth? We have known the truth, and the truth has set us free. We have known the truth too. Look at what they said here. Why the UN does not grant independence, it is provide legal framework and a platform that transform a declaration of a new country into a recognition of a sovereign status of a new country. And you are there making noise on social media. We must continue.
Recognition and sovereignty. The most important benefit is the transition from a non-self-governing territory to a fully sovereign state. By declaring independence and applying for UN membership, a new nation asserts its right to self-governance. This is directly supported by Article 1, Paragraph 2 of the UN Charter, which promotes respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples. International protection.
Let's hold it here first. The most important benefit in this, the most important benefit is that transition from a non-self-governed territory to a full sovereign state by declaration of independence. Without declaration, a country like Kosovo, this is how they see them. A country like Northern Cyprus, this is how they see them. A country like Taiwan, this is how they see them. They see them as a non-self-government territory. But they have to stop it. By declaration and applying for UN membership, a new nation assists its right to self-governance. This is a direct support by Article 1, Paragraph 2 of the UN Charter, which protects respect from the principle of equal rights and self-defense of people. Are you following? This is what you must know. Recognition of who? Those that declare their country officially. They said it here. The most important benefit is that transition from a non-group territory to a full sovereign state by declaration of independence. By declaration of independence. Article 1, Paragraph 2. And those in Christ, they're deceiving you. And they're giving them your money. You are come on social media, you talk trash to the government that has rights, that has the legitimacy to protect you. My people, let us go to the last one.
Once a new country becomes a UN member, it's protected by the Charter's core principle of territorial integrity. This means other member states must refrain from the threat or use of force against the new nation's borders and political independence. This provides a crucial layer of security and stability that a non-recognized entity would not have.
You see, they said that this provides a critical layer of security and stability that a non-recognized entity will not have. A non-recognized entity will not have it. A country that was not officially declared. Once a new country becomes a UN member, it's protected by the Charter, core principle of territory integrity. This means other member states must refrain from the threatening or use of force against the new nation, border and political independence. This provides a critical layer of security and stability that a non-recognition entity would not have. For those that did not officially declare their independence, nobody recognizes them under international law, under UN Charter, until you make it official declaration. That is things that we have to put in our mind, because everything that we are doing must do now under international protection after declaration. Please, as you come, please like and share. I see you, Oster. You're welcome. Please like and share the program so others know that we are live and we are direct. Please, I ask to do so as you come in, my people. It is very, very imperative as you join us to share. The benefit of you share that other people that may know that we are live. That is the benefit of when you share this program. And other people that may know that we are live. It is very important if you do so by liking the program. Please endeavor to like the program and share the program. Please do so if you never like. Because everything in between must be under international law. Economy and self-autonomy. Listen.
Economic and social autonomy. Declaration of Independence also enables a new country to take full control of its own economic.
Do you hear that? They still telling you about declaration of independence. It also enable a new country to take full control of its own economy, social, and the cultural development. This UN Charter, particularly Article 55 of UN, emphasize that self-defense is a link to a nation's ability to promote high standard of living, full employment, and the conditions of economy and social progress. Membership opened the door to international aid, trade agreements, and the competition on global issues. This is what we have to do today. This is what we bring on to you for you to know. Sorry, my people. 1 minute. These are the things that we have to do. Nobody or born on any human being has right to stop us. And nobody can stop us. I want to know that. If you have all this fully back up of law, why are you stopping? This is things that we have to do. What is that? That after you have all this backup of international law and we are going to fall back. God forbid. Never. We don't have to fall back. We only have to stand on the mandate of our people and continue what we are doing. That is going to help us to achieve our goal. Our goal is what? Recognition. That we free Mazen and Simon under this international law is what binds us, is what gives us power in everything that we are doing. My people, we have completed the 3-in-1 of all this program this morning. We have come to conclusion of it, that you have understand why we have to stand on the international recognition. I will allow everything that we have done this morning to play on the voice that we always put on this program. After that, we wait for a call. If call comes in, if or not comes in, we are going to end the program. Listen to this again, once again.
Under the UN Charter, declaring independence for a new country, especially in the context of decolonization, carries significant benefits primarily tied to the principle of self-determination. This principle, enshrined in the UN Charter, grants peoples the right to freely determine their political status and pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. Legal and political recognition. Declaring independence and seeking UN membership is a powerful way for a new state to gain international recognition and sovereign equality. A state's formal admission to the UN signifies that it's a legitimate actor on the world stage, with a right to participate in international affairs, enter into treaties, and be protected by the principles of the Charter. Protection and security. A new country, once recognized as a sovereign state, benefits from the UN Charter's core principle, prohibiting the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state. This provides a crucial layer of security, as it obligates all UN members to refrain from aggression and to settle disputes peacefully. Economic and social development. Independence under the UN framework allows a new country to freely dispose of its natural wealth and resources. This is a fundamental aspect of self-determination, ensuring that the new state has control over its own economic future. UN membership also opens doors to international cooperation, allowing the new nation to receive assistance in solving economic, social, and humanitarian problems. Upholding human rights. The UN Charter and related international covenants emphasize the importance of human rights and fundamental freedoms. A newly independent state, by adhering to these principles, commits to promoting and respecting the rights of its own people, which is a key part of its legal and moral obligations as a member of the international community. In essence, declaring independence under the principles of the UN Charter transforms a territory from a dependent entity to a sovereign, equal, and protected member of the international community, with the power to control its own destiny and contribute to global peace and cooperation.
I hope you heard it clearly. Let's go to the second section.
The main UN Charter articles that support a new country's declaration of independence and the benefits that follow are rooted in the principle of self-determination. The key articles are Article 1, Paragraph 2. This article, found in the very first chapter of the Charter, is a foundational principle of the United Nations. It states that one of the purposes of the UN is to develop friendly relations among nations based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples, and to take other appropriate measures to strengthen universal peace. This is the most direct and crucial article. It establishes self-determination as a core purpose of the UN, which is the legal and moral basis for a people to freely determine their political status, including forming their own independent state. Article 55. This article, located in the chapter on international economic and social cooperation, connects self-determination with social and economic well-being. It says, with a view to the creation of conditions of stability and well-being which are necessary for peaceful and friendly relations among nations based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples, the United Nations shall promote. This article emphasizes that a people's right to self-determination is not just about political independence, but also about the ability to control their own economic and social development. It links self-determination to the promotion of human rights, economic progress, and international cooperation. Chapter 11, Articles 73 and 74, Declaration regarding non-self-governing territories. These articles specifically address territories that are not yet self-governed.
Hey, sorry.
They obligate the administering states to recognize the principle that the interests of the inhabitants of these territories are paramount. The administering states must accept a sacred trust to ensure the political, economic, social, and educational advancement of the people in the territory. While not explicitly granting independence, this chapter provides the framework for the eventual decolonization and self-governance of these territories. The Declaration on the Granting of Independence to Colonial Countries and Peoples, UN General Assembly Resolution 1514. While not part of the original UN Charter, this landmark 1960 resolution is a powerful interpretation and elaboration of the Charter's principles. It states unequivocally that all peoples have the right to self-determination, and that inadequacy of political, economic, social, or educational preparedness should never serve as a pretext for delaying independence. This resolution solidified the international legal support for decolonization and the right to independence for peoples under colonial rule. In summary, a new country's claim to independence is primarily supported by the principle of self-determination in Article 1, which is reinforced by the economic and social goals in Article 55, and further institutionalized by the
One anam na program meshaka iba na program biko. Ana na program ya kuleta. Just na caught on program now.
Decolonization framework of Chapter 11 and subsequent General Assembly resolutions.
We'll continue. Let's finish it.
The Declaration of Independence for a new country is a crucial step for gaining international recognition and legitimacy under the UN Charter. While the UN doesn't grant independence, it provides a legal framework and a platform that transforms.
Remember that all we are hearing is what? Declaration. Declaration. That is what gives us all the status quo we need to be where we're supposed to be. Do you hear that is not declaration? Declaration is only thing, not after declared. Yesterday we sit here for over 3 hours. They taught us the danger of after declaration of a country and you fall back. And anybody who's fall back is using by the enemy of the new declared independent state. All this shenanigan you are seeing today was sponsored by the Nigerian government. That is why they are doing what they are doing. That is why you see them. The way Red Finland was sponsored by Russia to refuse and make Finland to become a first state after the declaration. The same thing is what anybody who is talking ill against government is doing. They are well-paid agents by Nigeria government. My people, I want you to know that no born of human can stop what we are doing. It's our right to do it. After you have listened to this, and you did not share this program, and you did not subscribe, you just view and run away, you are not doing us good, rather you are doing us bad, because you don't want the message to go far.
Forms a declaration into a recognized sovereign status. Recognition and sovereignty. The most important benefit is the transition from a non-self-governing territory to a fully sovereign state. By declaring independence and applying for UN membership, a new nation asserts its right to self-governance. This is directly supported by Article 1, Paragraph 2 of the UN Charter, which promotes respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples. International protection. Once a new country becomes a UN member, it's protected by the Charter's core principle of territorial integrity. This means other member states must refrain from the threat or use of force against the new nation's borders and political independence. This provides a crucial layer of security and stability that a non-recognized entity would not have. Economic and social autonomy. Declaration of Independence also enables a new country to take full control of its own economic, social, and cultural development. The UN Charter, particularly Article 55, emphasizes that self-determination is linked to a nation's ability to promote higher standards of living, full employment, and conditions of economic and social progress. Membership opens the door to international aid, trade agreements, and cooperation on global issues.
I hope we all had it clearly. That is why I don't interrupt it. You have seen what we are missing. And now that we have found that thing we are missing, are you still going to be panicked? Are you still going to be deceived? Has someone deceived you anymore? It's no longer a time to deceive you. That is why we are here, to put it straight, so you may understand this and know it better, that the government of United States of Biafra are doing everything humanly possible. That is all Batobie is following today. A man who take up his time to build a new nation. A man who take up what it takes. A man who understand all these laws and use 1 year to fight for declaration of United States of Biafra as a new country. And the gullibles want us to leave it and make all his effort to become useless. We will never allow it to happen, my people. We will never allow the sufferness of Batobie to be worse because of people that collected money, people that feel like money is the most important thing for them instead of their independence. I want you to know that everything we are doing it in the favor of United States of Biafra. The law is on our side. That will be a happiness, that the law is where? On our side, not on the side. Now you have to have hope. Now you have to trust your government. Now you are seeing all these things. People continue prophesying about Biafra every day. Listen to this.
Mark my word. I am seeing Yoruba separate, Biafra separate, Arewa separate.
We started this. I am going to end there.
Separate. It's coming. It will happen soon. Separate. Separate. Mark my word. I am seeing Yoruba separate, Biafra separate, Arewa separate. Separate. It's coming. It will happen soon. Separate. Separate. Mark my word. I am seeing Yoruba separate, Biafra separate, Arewa separate. Separate. It's coming. It will happen soon. Separate. Separate. Mark my word. I am seeing Yoruba separate, Biafra separate, Arewa separate. Separate. It's coming. It will happen soon. Separate. Separate.
Do you know what will make it
E don
separate?
start dey happen for Nasarawa state where the youth don come out say anywhere dem see President Tinubu banner dem go comot am. What could be the fate of President Tinubu in 2027's election?
There is no Nigeria. That is the fate of what is happening. That is the fate of what is happening.
Mark my word.
You see, when this man is
separate.
telling you that he's seen Yoruba separate, Biafra separate, our recognition is going to separate Nigeria. Our recognition on international global stage is what is going to separate all the separation. Just our recognition. Believe you me. That is why you will know that this recognition of Biafra is a
spiritual
thing. So, in everything happening,
Elijah Bamidele Holoisman.
I want to know that the United States of Biafra government, the United States of Biafra government is doing everything with equal rights. It's our right. They are using this right very well. They are maintaining it. They are letting the world to know that what we are doing is our right. That nobody will stop us. No, only we can stop ourselves. You have a caller? Let's return this call. I think we have a caller. Okay, let us wait. Maybe he might say to call back. I want to know that it's only United States of Biafra we end the impunity. Everything that is happening in Nigeria, that is why they are fighting it. And when they are telling you very soon, I want you to know that there is no prophecy that anybody is giving today that Master Naka did not give to us. They have finished all this prophecy. They have finished all these things. What they are doing now is copyright. What they are doing now is what? Copyright. They are just doing copyright of what Mazen Simon Ekpa, what Mazen Ekano has achieved. That is all they are doing. So do not panic. Let us listen to this as we are going to wait for some call before we can be able to close our program for today. We have less than 20 minutes to go. So if any call comes in,
I see Biafra.
He send Biafra everywhere.
I see Biafra. This is for Nigeria people, you should go to them. I see the nation of Biafra coming.
Everywhere, Biafra.
Before I go deeper into the prophecy, I prophesy that they will arrest Simon Ekpa.
That is the man.
They will judge him and they will send him home if care is not taken. But he should be very careful. I gave him warning. I warned that man. And I see prophesy that Simon Ekpa, there are documents he will sign. I saw him signing documents. That he's going to bring that, he's going to burn Nigeria. I prophesy it. I am seeing like judgment, but I see him. God will show mercy to that person, Simon Ekpa. And I saw a new Biafra leader that will bring peace It is not Simon Ekpa that will give Biafra. Simon Ekpa was shaking Nigeria. I told you people clear, and I'm saying he was shaking Nigeria. Him being in that place, things will happen. I'm seeing weapons in Nigeria all over right now. I'm sitting here, I'm seeing. I see weapon in Nigeria, and what is paining me, poor ones will die, and the rich ones will be alive. So we pray for mercy. The days ahead, I see documents from the government of Nigeria that they are sending it to Finland for them to bring this man home. So I pray that God should show him mercy. I say repeat, this man will shake in Nigeria. There is a strong connection I'm seeing. And I saw document, he signed the document already. We shake in Nigeria. As they have keep him hostage, I see boys will die, people will die in the country, in Nigeria, so we pray for mercy. Biafra will come to pass. Nobody will stop it. I see
Biafra has come. Nigeria could not be able to stop it by our real declaration. They could not stop it. I want you to know it. Everything is happening. Your government, my government of United States of Biafra are doing well. Kudos to them. Airborne. Dr. Ngozi and cabinet members. May you continue a good job to protect Biafran people, get our recognition, to release Mazinagama Simon Ekpa on all the prisoner conscience of Biafra. They almost released. The prisoners of conscience, they almost be released. What will release them? One international recognition. Now we have time to drag Nigeria to every law, every country, every international court. It's a time also for them to know that we come in a peaceful way. We must get it in a peaceful this time around. We have now it's time to get it in a peaceful way. In USBG, Nigeria dissolve and scatter. In USBG is the hope of Yoruba nation, do the one nation, one nation. No USBG, no any other nation will emerge in Nigeria. It depends on us. And we have done it, we have achieved it. They're supposed to give us accolades. They're supposed to hail us for breaking the yoke for over how many years. I want to tell you, my people, be strong, be courageous. Remember all the teachings. Remember all the international laws. Remember all the charters. What they are telling us to do. It is our inalienable right, our self-defense to declare a new country, nation. This is how we're going to edit up today. I thank you for on the comment section. I thank you all. Oster, thank you. Ogonaya, I thank you. For those who called the program, I thank you all. As we will continue tomorrow morning on the good parts of when the Lord will let us what we do tomorrow. So I thank you for coming. May the Lord continue to bless you and bless all of us as we are working smoothly to get recognition. I thank you all, Ifeanyi Ogelu. May only Him bless all of us, protect us, and may they protect Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa. Enemies will never see him. In conclusion, #Finland, the government, free Simon Ekpa, a prisoner of conscience, held in Finland custody for fighting for freedom of Biafrans all over, all the people in Nigeria that can't fight for themselves. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming to end this program today. From me, from here, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.